When most of us think of a highly desirable Skyline, we think of the R32 or the R34 Skylines. You see, when the R32 was released, it was a monster. It destroyed on the touring car championships, and on the road, it took on supercars. Then came the R33, which was heavier, larger, and was less of an all-out hardcore sports car compared to the R32. You see, when the R33 was released, Nissan retuned the suspension, making it more comfortable, which is great for day-to-day driving, but it meant that the car had some serious understeering problems in heavy cornering compared to the R32 and the later R34. The car also had a longer wheelbase, which helps for stability in high-speed situations, but it makes the car less nimble. All in all, the R33 wasn't a bad car. It was just not as good as the rest of its family. Yet, this is one of the most expensive Skyline GTRs you will ever see. But you see, this is a very special GTR. This is the Nismo 400R. Now the 400R was a special edition of the R33 introduced on the 1st of February in 1995. Now there is meaning behind the name. The R stands for racing and the 400 represents the total power output of the car. How did Nismo go about making a 400 horsepower street-going sports car? Well, under the hood you will find a tuned version of the RB26 called the RBX GT2, which is a 2.8 litre stroked twin turbo straight 6. But the changes to the engine doesn't stop with the increase in displacement. The whole engine was built to handle power. Nismo strengthened the block, installed a forged crank, forged rods, and a set of forged pistons. Then they increased the size of the turbos, and to accommodate the extra air from the new turbos, the head got ported and gas flowed. Then she got a set of high lift camshafts, which helped Nismo raise the redline to 9,000 RPM. All of this raised the power to 400 horsepower with a torque output of 470 Nm. Now all of this power was sent to all four wheels via a 5-speed manual gearbox. Now to ensure that the power actually reached the wheels, they also upgraded the clutch with a new twin disc setup. What did all of this mean in terms of performance? Well, this thing could out-accelerate a Lamborghini Diablo V12 of the same era, reaching 62 or 100 km per hour in just 4 seconds, and completing the standing quarter mile in 12.2 seconds. Give her a wide open space and she'll go on to a top speed of 186 miles per hour or 300 km per hour. Then onto the design side of things. The Nismo 400R got special aero parts and the 400R decals. From the aero side, they added an adjustable rear carbon wing. The car also had a new aero front and rear bumpers, as well as broadened side skirts and a carbon hood. For wheels, it ran a set of 18-inch Nismo LMGT1 wheels, wearing a set of high-performance 275/35/28 Bridgestones RE710 tires. Onto the interior side of things. Drivers would find Nismo logos branded on the bucket seats that could recline. Also, they would find a 400R imprinted on the horn button. Now, when Nismo released the 400R, they were planning on producing only 100 units. However, only 44 units were ever made before production of the R33 ended in 1998. But here's the thing, of those 44 units, only 19 are confirmed to exist today. So finding one of these is super difficult, and when you do, they aren't exactly cheap. Here is an example. Harlow Jap Auto in the UK has chassis number 40 for sale at the moment. The car has 61,000 kilometers on the clock, with all of the documents you would want, with an original key. How much do you think this thing is going for? Well, they want £1.6 million, which is right around $2 million. So if you are in the market for a truly rare JDM legend, this one could be yours, if you maybe have around 2 million lying around. But let me know what you think of the R33 400R. Do you like it? Do you think it's worth the $2 million price tag? And is there any other JDM legends that you would rather take over this one if you had about that amount of money? I mean, for the same money you can have a Z-Tune R34, which is also a really cool Skyline that is super rare. But let me know what you think. If you like this video, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. I've got many more car related stuff, so if you like cars, this is the place to be. I'll check you guys in the next one. Cheers, eh?
feel like I'm floating through the air. The pain I felt is paid